Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Penguin and welcome back to Farming Simulator 17 Garage Tour. Now today we're going to be looking at fertilizing equipment, and this is going to cover fertilizer spreaders, sprayers, manure spreaders and slurry tankers. So let's get right into it. Right, here we are with the sprayers, fertilizer spreaders, slurry tankers and manure spreaders. So we'll start off with the sprayers, smallest to largest, all the way through. Here is the Amazon sprayer pack, the front refill tank, or like the additional tank, and the main thing. From FS15. It just looks like they've made the orange colour a bit darker. And that's it really, just updated the textures a bit. Nice little sprayer, I like it. Then the Car Ewell trail sprayer. This is something similar to the one we had in FS13. To be fair, the sprayers in FS15 were terrible. From what I can remember, we only had these two. We might have had a third one like that, but we didn't have like a self-propelled sprayer like that New Holland we're going to have a look at in a moment. The sprayers were quite terrible. But yeah, the Car Ewell, I think that's how you say it, trailed sprayer. Obviously it's larger than this one, but smaller than the New Holland, which we're going to look at next. The New Holland SP 400F. Now what I like about this one is, for the start, it's self-propelled, and I love self-propelled sprays just for the simple fact they're easy. They're easier to use in my opinion. They're bigger. And this one especially, it's all done from the front. The spraying isn't on the rear, so like you're not always looking in your mirrors to see where you're spraying. It's all in front of you, which I think is amazing. In fact, we're going to hop in and we're just going to take a look at it. You enter from the back, or kind of you climb up the back and then walk down the side and through a door. But this just looks amazing. Right, so we'll just pull it out here. So let's unfold it and see what it looks like. We're not going to have enough room. So as you can see, it's all done from the front. So as you're spraying, it's just a lot more economical, or lot more user friendly. I thought the rear wheels would turn, but I don't think they do. Oh, you can widen them like a lot. Like how wide is that? That's huge. I can't drive it far, but you get the idea. And then you can move it up and down, so that's as low as it'll go, and that's as high as it'll go. So that's for spraying your tall crops, whereas this is for spraying your low crops. That's pretty neat. I do like this. And just the fact, I've never seen a sprayer be made that wide. That is incredible. So let's fold that up. And put it back. Sweet. Right, over to the fertilizer spreaders. This is the, I can never pronounce this. Is it Kerneland or Verneland? I just don't know. I'm going to call it Verneland. The Verneland Exacta EL. Tiny little fertilizer spreader. Was part of the gold edition in FS15. You know, for your little, it would just be useless on this map. I mean, you need something like this or that thing there. It just wouldn't work for your tiny little maps that'll soon be coming out as mods. It'd be perfect. The Breedle, which is a new brand to the Farm Simulator series. F2WS 4000. Again, smallish. Well, smallish. It's small compared to the next one, and it's smallish compared to this. It probably would work on here for the smaller fields, but it'd probably take some time. Then the Breedle. It's got no model number. It's a Breedle, and it's huge. It's got 4 wheels, and it's absolutely huge. Would be really suitable for this size of map, or the fields anyway. Right, over to the the Manure Spreaders, the Farm Tech. I think this was part of the Gold Edition DLC for 15. I'm not quite sure. It might be a new model. I'm not too sure, but it's a small manure spreader. I've kind of noticed that manure spreading in Farm Sim takes forever because it throws the manure out so quick. By the time you've gone up the field, especially in something like this, it will be empty. So you need a lot of manure to spread on one field. The Joskin Tornado 3. So it is out of the 3 we have, it's the medium one. It's quite big. It's got 4 wheels. Yeah, what more is there to say about it really? It's huge. But not compared to this one, the Strotman Strublitz PS 3401. This, I'm pretty sure, was out of 15, and I don't think I ever used it, but because I only did manure spreading twice in the whole game. But it looks pretty neat and will be definitely best suited to this sort of map. You just need the manure to put in it, and you need to produce quite a lot, so you need to get a lot of cows. But yeah, that's that. Over to the Slurry Tankers. The Cote Garant. That's it. Tiny little slurry spreader. Out of all of these, only 3 can you customise, and this is one of them. You can change the main tank colour and you can change the wheel colour, but I'd left it all as standard just to show you guys. Pretty neat. Wasn't in... Oh, was it? No, it wasn't. I don't think it was in 15. Anyway, over to the Joskin Modulo 2, I believe. Slightly bigger slurry spreader, but this, it's got the I don't know what they call them, but they're used on grass. I mean, you use all slurry on grass. I've never really seen slurry be spread on a crop field. I've seen manure spread on... Well, they don't spread it on the crop, they spread it on the ground after the harvest, and then they plough it or cultivate it in for nutrients, but I've never seen them do it with slurry, only on grass. And I've seen them use these on grass. And it basically... It stops it being sprayed around, and I don't know if it helps with the smell, or... It's I think it's more of an injection system. It injects it into the ground, whereas something like this, where it sprays it, it just sits on the ground. This is more of an injection, so I guess it's more efficient for nutrients. Pretty medium sized compared to the next one, but pretty nice. This is the Zunhammer Slurry Spreader with the Cultivator attachment. Now, you don't have to have this. You can use it without, and you just spray it. But you can use this and kind of cultivate it into the ground, which I guess if you were using a mod like Soil Mod in FS15 would be useful. But I don't think it really makes a difference. I guess it's just doing two jobs at once when you're slurry spreading and cultivating at the same time. You don't have to spread the slurry to then go and cultivate. Pretty nice. I've used it a few times in FS15 and I like it. Right, over to this thing. This is the Veenhouse Slurry Spreader, again with the injection system. Absolutely huge, this thing. This is the... I don't think you could customise this. Let me just double check. No, you couldn't customise that one. But yeah, absolutely huge. Can't wait to use something like this. In fact, once we've looked at the next two, I'm going to get this out and just unfold it and see how it looks exactly, because it just looks gigantic. Over to the Coat Garant field container out of FS15. Never used it because I never really did slurry, but it's just a giant container you put at the edge of the field and you just fill it with cow poop. That is it. And then you can come up with your slurry spreader and fill your slurry spreader up from this, so you don't have to go all the way back to the farm. You can keep it near to the field, and yeah, makes the job quicker. And then so you can customise this, by the way. I changed it to red just to show you, and you can change the wheel colour as well, but I left it. And here is the Coat Garant TSA something, I believe it's called. And it's just basically it's a transport tank. It doesn't spray. All you do is well, to use this you need this basically, or you might be able to use a mod when mods start coming out. But to fill this up, you need to use this. If you're just using standard in-game equipment, none of the other things will work. So that's what that's for. Right, before we end it there, I just want to check this slurry spreader. Just see how big it is. So let's unfold it. They had something like this in FS13, but they didn't bring it back for 15, which I was quite disappointed, because I do really like these injection tanks. And slurry in FS17 is even more important because it now works on grass, which is what they use on real life, and it'll improve the yield of grass. So we can't adjust it. That's it unfolded, and you just drive along. I don't think you can... No, you can't raise it up or anything. You can't do anything with it. That's just how it is. So yeah, I believe that's what it is. It's an injection system. And it does look pretty neat, I do have to say. Right, we'll just leave that there to fold up. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this episode of Garage Tour. Let me know what you think of this fertilizing equipment. I think it's pretty good. We've got quite a nice range here. You've got your smallest things up to your biggest things. So there is a nice choice. I'm glad they've implemented more sprayers this time, because like I said, last edition, 15, there weren't that many sprays to choose from. You had to look for mods, and yeah. But I'm glad they've implemented, especially the self-propelled sprayer. I mean, I remember the Amazon Pentara for FS13, and that was just brilliant. I love that machine. So this New Holland is kind of like the up-to-date with it. So yeah, that's nice. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Please like, favourite, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for some more Farming Simulator 17 Garage Tour. Ta-ra.